You have to deal with the cruel present, knowing that it is very, very much related to the dark past. They are inseparable. So for us, we have a choice to make. You are either crushed in between and you stop existing, or you stand up and fight. I've also had people come to me and warn me and say, President, you know you are too vocal, you say things that challenge these people who have the power in their hands, and they're going to kill you. Well, first of all, it means they're killers. But my answer to them is, you know what? If I were to be there to just accept these things to happen, I don't think I would count myself as living anyway. It's like I would already be dead. To live a life of lies, of pretense, and owe my life to somebody else, I would be dead anyway. So why don't I die fighting? So you Rwandans, why don't you die fighting? Instead of dying anyway, just dying like flies. Why? But my message goes to other Africans who live like this on a daily basis, who are dehumanized. And they accept it and they beg. I can't beg to live. I can't beg anybody. We will fight. And if I lose, I lose. But there is a chance. There is a chance, a significant chance, that if you stand up and fight, you will live. And you will have lived a dignified life that you deserve, that anybody else deserves. So these people who are there to the UN, they are there to these Western capitals, they are everywhere, they are just saying, Rwanda, this small country, this Rwanda, we have to live our lives, we have to fight for that, we have to live the way we want. And I tell anybody to his face to go to hell. If anyone comes around and thinks they can, they come and say, hey, we're going to sanction you. To what? Go to hell. Just go to hell. You have your own issues to deal with. Go and deal with your own issues. Leave me to mine.
Bon, Paul Kagame, désolé. I'm feeling sorry for you, Mr. President Paul Kagame, President of Rwanda. I was following your speech during the 31st anniversary of your genocide memorial. You complained a lot, talking about some African presidents who behave like puppets in the hands of Westerners. They tell them what to say, what to do. They steal riches from their own countries. They live in the sea of poverty. And then when they go to see their masters in the Western world, they just put red carpet in front of them. You want to leave, Mr. Paul Kagame? You don't beg anyone to leave. If anything can happen to Rwanda or to the Rwandan people, you are ready to fight. And according to you, Mr. Paul Kagame, what's happening in the Democratic Republic of the Congo is not your business. No, Paul Kagame. You are among the authors, the creators of the situation we are experiencing in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, especially in the eastern part. You, Mr. Paul Kagame, and Yoweri Museveni, the president of Uganda, your armies, meaning Rwandan army and the Ugandan army, you always invade the Democratic Republic of the Congo. You displace the Congolese people from their towns and villages. You kill them. Your soldiers, they rape some of our girls, daughters, sisters, mothers. You push the Congolese people in many corners. And also, others, they leave the Congo for security because they cannot stay in that area. They cross the border. They get either into Rwanda or Burundi, Tanzania, even Uganda, and they become refugees in your countries. It's not because the Congolese people are fighting their own brothers. No. This silly program has been put in place in 1994 by the Bill Clinton regime. We always tell you this, Mr. Paul Kagame. And you've been part of this business. The American administration, the Clinton administration, didn't put you in power, Paul Kagame, for free. No. So that you could sit, eat hamburgers, sausage, and enjoy life. No. They put you in power there after violating every democratic procedure. You know what I'm talking about. So that you can serve them. So that Rwanda can become a station from which those Western countries could operate. And they're still operating from Rwanda in order to attack and destabilize the Democratic Republic of the Congo in order to steal the minerals. Everybody knows that. Mr. Paul Kagame, don't pretend that you don't know anything about this. That's how we always say, before you say anything as a leader or do anything, please think twice. Because every word, I mean every speech or every action has some consequences that can be seen either in a very close future or a very long future. You might forget as if there is nothing that's going to happen. But the day the results of your actions or your speech gonna show up, you'll be complaining. And that is what, Paul Kagame, you are doing today in April 2025. You are complaining now. No, Paul Kagame, don't complain. This is the result of your actions, your plans with America, Belgium, France, Australia, Canada. All those superpowers, they've been using you and Museveni to do what you've been doing in the Congo. You always gather every year on the 7th of April in Rwanda, commemorating, remembering the Rwandan genocide. But have you ever asked yourself, Mr. Paul Kagame and Yoweri Museveni, how many people you managed to kill, you and Museveni in the Democratic Republic of the Congo? If you can make noise and complain every year for only 800,000 people that died in Rwanda, according to the report. But how about the Congo? Over 20,000. No, 20 million. I'm not talking about 20,000. Over 20 million people are dead in the Congo, it's been 30 years. And those people are dead. Not only the Congolese people, they're so stupid. That means they're going to just get up, they wake up and get up one morning and they start fighting for themselves. No. It's because the country, the Congo, has been invaded regularly for 30 years by either the Rwandan army or the Ugandan army, by either your mercenary group, the M23, or the mercenaries coming from Uganda, ADF, NALU, and so on and so forth. That means, Mr. Paul Kagame, you don't need to complain. You are, and you have been part of the genocide in the Congo. And either you like it or not, you will pay for that. And I think the time has come now. You're complaining. Why are you complaining today? Didn't you know that those Western leaders, they're so clever, very smart. Whenever they come to you, African leader, they use you in a very negative business. Don't take it. You were free, Paul Kagame, in the past to reject every business they brought to you. But you said yes. I remember in many Western capitals, a lot of people were asking you, Paul Kagame. Because a lot of people, they knew that what was going to take place in the Great Lakes region, especially in Rwanda, was very dangerous. And you, Mr. Paul Kagame, belonging to a minority ethnicity of Tutsi people, you were about to face the majority of Hutu people in your country. You were asked several times, are you sure, Mr. Paul Kagame, you are ready to do what you're planning to do in Rwanda? Have you measured the consequences? You always answered yes. You know what you're doing and you're ready to fight. You always were in the fighting mood until the genocide, in Rwanda came to life. And after Rwanda, the same guys who used to seize power and democratically, they told you, the job is not finished yet, Mr. Paul Kagame. We didn't put you in power in Rwanda to sit on your ass, become president, and start eating. No. We put you in power in Rwanda so that you get into the Congo regularly. Because every money spent, all the money those countries spent to put you in power in Rwanda, Mr. Paul Kagame, let me tell you, those guys are not your brothers. They are business people. That means they were supposed now to find a way to get back their money. And Rwanda being a very poor country, no money was supposed to come from Rwanda. So according to your plans, Congo was supposed to pay all the bills. And that's why you've been fighting Congo for no reason. And because you know that a lot of people in the world are so stupid, how would you explain the fact that you always attack Congo, invade Congo, kill Congolese people, pushing them in a corner, and steal their minerals? That's how you came up with an idea to put in place a set of lies. Oh, Congo is threatening Rwanda. Oh, FDLR, they're in Congo. Oh, there is this, or there is that. No. Congo has never fought Rwanda. And we, the Congolese people, we've never been in trouble. We've never been enemies to the Rwandese people, the Rwandan people. No. We used to live together very well, in peace and harmony, before the RPF you, Paul Kagame, and your colleagues, Rwandan from Uganda, you got into Rwanda. That's when double trouble started in the Great Lakes region. And it's still being done because you have been doing the Western leaders' job. Don't pretend that you can advise African leaders. What are you going to tell African leaders? You don't have any say, Paul Kagame. Everybody knows the truth. In this era of internet, you are the talk of the town. You can go on YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp, TikTok. A lot of people they didn't know before. Who really and what really was Mr. Paul Kagame? And what really happened in Rwanda in 1994. But today, in 2025, a lot of people know the truth about the Rwandan genocide and the role Mr. Paul Kagame and his colleagues played. So stop complaining. Every action, there's a reaction. For every action, there's a reaction. Whatever you plant, Mr. Paul Kagame, you must harvest. And today, this is the time for harvesting what you've been planting in the Great Lakes region for 30 years. And there's a genocide in the Congo, which is the most awful, horrible genocide in the history of mankind. And somebody must pay for that. And your name, Mr. Paul Kagame, is in the list, in the first position. We Congolese people will never forget about that. Time will come.